Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We just finished our short break, and we continue the Tomb of Annihilation. Go back and catch our earlier episodes if you missed out there, because it's pretty cool. Good blast. So before you lies a chamber, I shared a picture so you had a glance, but laid out in before you, you see this. There is a staircase here in front of you, and polished black marble descends into the area below. And seeing beyond, you see crumbling balconies overlooking a pool of lava that fills this triangular shaped chamber. Above it is an enormous crystal cylinder held in place by three struts. Wraith like forms swirl inside the cylinder, and otherworldly screams hang in the air. The shriveled monstrosity, the size of an elephant, floats near the cylinder. Body is wet and malformed. Its arms and legs are atrophied, and its overside head drips black goo. It is attached to the cylinder by a twisted umbilical cord. The telepathic bond kind of fills you in a little bit of that. What is an atropole? Provided by Chippy, I believe. Chippy and Alex. And so we got a little bit of a description there. It's evil, undead, not yet born, evil god. So I guess kind of moving without, initiative, you had your first people rush through. Who else is rushing in?
I'm not a Russian kind of character here. I'm
Not
gonna
really into that.
hang back.
Right. Just as useful exactly where I am. So I am going to hold in place and charge up, so I can keep my tabaxi. Or, well, I mean, I guess if I have the option to use my tabaxi right. Uh, how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling above spans about 30 feet, and the same distance from this ledge down to the lava below, about 30 feet.
Uh,
These are elevated, right? The it's the top 10 feet.
oh, okay. Oh, even better. Then I will go to here and use that as a little cover. And is there any light source here other than the lava?
Believe that it has the alcoves are lit, and there are torches on the balconies and in the alcoves.
Okay.
And also, there's this balcony to the south.
Well, that's where I will move to.
Okay,
Are we supposed to be on a different map, or is it the same map?
this is the same map, but below
Okay. Oh, yeah. I
the
just had to
south.
lose my screen.
It's
Haha.
now revealed. It was not revealed before. We have the foxes still up your sleeve, or are you gonna
Yeah.
separate now, or
No, we're still hanging out.
Okay. Go ahead and pop your initiative in there.
Yep. 15. I don't see my icon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
I did a clear, so that would usually be like the.
There we go. Thank you.
Do we have an initiative from Chippy? Waiting for that one. There we go. And we did our move down the stairs here. And with the shuffling of the first round, we find ourselves laid out as this. It is Wayne and or the lunatic. What are we doing?
Well, the lunatic's just going to make a Hail Mary and see if he can use his stun shot on the Atropal.
Alrighty.
It's his Wongo special. Wongo, whichever his spirit special ability is.
Gotcha.
Don't remember. Save off top.
Pull that. 1 moment.
DC 16 Wisdom or be stunned.
Got a whiz save. 23. Okay. What was the?
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, it was definitely right. Within 60, I think. Is that right?
Oh, silvery barbs. Suck it, Blue.
Suck it. Mark it off, and we'll take a look. How's that look?
Oh, even better. All right, fine.
Somebody,
Meanwhile,
somebody gets an advantage.
it's on a check, right? I will give it to Azaka. That's from a tattoo on the lunatic, so that's his.
Copy that.
Wayne has been since day one aimed at exactly one thing, and that thing is now within line of sight, and so the soulmonger is taking some fury, all of his love. Oh, and it starts out with a crit. Obviously, I'm now going to drop all my smites into that.
Of course.
So that's a third level spell and a second level spell slot going into that. Um,
Does a 29 hit? Yes. Yes, it does.
so that's 64 damage to lead off with.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Second shot is a 30 hit.
Does a 30 hit? Yes. Yes,
Oh,
it
good.
does. I mean, the first one hit.
Please, dear God.
$35 more damage.
So
Oops.
we're firing. This is the oath bow, right?
This is the exalted jade water bow. Great bow. 26 hit.
Mhm.
All right, then 31 more radiant. This is all radiant damage, by the way.
Okay. All radiant. Noted.
As a bonus action, I will. Oh, hang on, does that work? Nope. All right, no bonus action this turn.
No bonus action. Okay.
And then I will. If I drop all the way down to this platform, would I still have line of sight on the Atropal and the?
The platform, it's solid straight. Well, it's a balcony, so it's an overhang, but you could still see out in front of you. Yes.
Oh, so they're high enough up that I would still see them.
If you, yeah, if you were,
Okay.
yeah, it's about equal level with this balcony or with this walkway around the edge,
Okay.
right? You are
And you
20
said
feet higher, 20
there's
feet
just
above.
the one torch here.
Right. There's in the balconies here. There's one
Yeah.
torch on each.
Okay.
Yeah, on each one,
I
and
will
then
snag that torch as a move as part of my move action and throw it in my bag of holding. And now it's dark.
right.
That's my turn.
And at the end of your turn, everybody makes a DC 19 con save.
Boo.
Even those of us outside the room.
Yeah, I'm not in the room.
I tried to pop it there in the text there, right? That can hear the whale within 120. So 120 and hearing. Yeah, so that's everybody.
So it's Constitution
Constitution.
save. Plus
Yeah.
1, baby. I get to re-roll that one. I did not make it.
Okay. And we have a fox. It is everybody.
Oh. I don't have the Fox's sheet up, actually. But I'll give it a roll, and if it's close, I'll look it up. Nope, it's not close. Doesn't matter. Well, Fox doesn't make it. That was muted, Thomas.
The lunatic fails.
It looks like everybody's failing except for Tim.
We got our champion there. Isn't that Kanu? You rocked it.
Oh, also, yeah, Lacana got the 19. Yes.
Our Dow. Our heavies. Can an earth elemental even get exhausted?
Right? I mean, what is even? So across the board, people are making saves there, and then it moves on to Azaka. Now, we do have Azaka seemingly affected, right?
What's the date?
That would be disadvantage on ability checks there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First step. Okay. Well, I think you also gave her the advantage on attacks there, so not the same thing, but it is what she's using this turn. So she would strike twice from the longbow. Step to the side and loose. Has 2 hits, and with the bow firing, we find ourselves with Roken under the fox.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How intelligent do I think this monstrosity is?
In the discussion of what the atropole is, it's, I mean, you don't know great details, but it seems to be like low dexterity and high everything else.
Okay.
Are you trying to ask if it's going to get the joke? Is
Yeah.
that the?
Yeah. I mean,
Is it smart enough?
that's one of the spells.
Does it language?
Does it language?
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna try it.
go for it.
And I get a +3, right? From you, Thomas?
Yes.
I'll get advantage from my fox. Helping me out.
Looks to be about 60-ish feet away.
And a D4.
And a D4. Alright, well I got... Gonna roll it just because, oh. Got 33.
That's. And what are we striking? What are we doing here?
Oh, I'm sorry. The hideous laughter. It is a wisdom save. I just had a
Right.
button that said 1d20 plus 8, and I forgot that that's wrong.
Okay. That's not it. Got it. Not making an attack. You're casting a spell. Got it.
Yeah.
What level spell we got here?
It's a first level spell.
All right. Got an 18 to save.
Damn it. It saves.
All right. That's action. Anything else with your bonus or perhaps the fox?
Let's see, that was a full action.
Movement bonus.
I really didn't like that last attack. That sucked. I'm gonna move over here. And before I do that, the fox will do something. I almost have the thing pulled up. Okay. Points the little paw at the abomination. It needs to make a wisdom save.
Ooh, funny.
Yeah, it makes it.
Okay. Next, we have Kajma. And stepping forward. Sorry, pulling up the spell. Didn't have all of them in front of me. Just most of them. There we go. And she loses some magic on the beast. And it seems to continue. Chippy, it is your turn.
Chippy says, "Oh yeah, that thing I was going to cast. One option is to make sound not pass through the barrier. Takes 10 minutes to cast though. Next time."
You're muted.
Silence is level 2. It's covered.
Yay! Alrighty. So in that case, Chippy and Alex will both. Alex will fire a pistol shot, and Chippy will fire a firebolt at the big thing.
Okay. That's an attack check, I believe. Yeah.
Not a super exciting move, but okay, where are we at? And then so that pistol attack has the bless bonus, which in this case is 3, so it's a 23 to hit.
That's a yes.
And as a bonus, she will help Chippy with whatever his next thing is. And oh yeah, damage. Right. Damage. Damn, 18 damage. All right. Well, that was nice. And then for his a firebolt. So I'm with the bless. I roll a d4 every time for the bonus, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 21 to hit on
That's a
firebolt.
yes. Strikes true.
And
Striking against
13.
his wet flesh, now singed with 13 fire.
And on top of the bless, you also have divine inspiration, which gives you a flat +3.
Oh, that's for attacks. Awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a weapon, just an attack.
Well, then it definitely hit. And then because of Alex, Chippy has a bonus of 6 more damage, so it's 19. And the +3 is not for damage, just to hit, right? Thomas?
Sorry, I was trying to stay muted. Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
thank you. And I think that means we're done. He started his blade song already. I sort of out of game. I went around with a yellow marker. And am I correct on this? This is where all the torches are.
Good notes, thanks.
What?
Good notes. Yes, that's accurate.
Okay, I'm done.
Put yeah, Chippy and Alex both. Yes.
Yeah, they're both done.
Okay. And we move to Lacanu. And Lacanu steps forward and strikes at this writhing tentacles having reached out on the platform here. Striking several times, cleaving at them.
Got a crit in there?
In pain.
Damn.
Yeah, there was a crit there. Just went at it. And next we move to the creature, which elevates itself. And seems to come right for Wayne.
Could it see me?
Yes,
Mm.
it can see. And we have a life drain for Wayne.
I will Fate of the Heavens that.
Gonna roll that damage.
That didn't do me much good. What's my bonus there? I'm pretty sure it's not a +5. No, it is not.
Okay. The necrotic damage is 26 as you feel your own life force like pulled away from you,
Um,
clearly into this creature.
I have multiple resistances for necrotic. They don't stack, right? It's just half, no matter what. Okay. So yeah, half damage on that for purposes
So it
of.
is less effective. Yep. And so ends the creature's turn. We come to Tim. Tim readies his great sword against the tentacle and reaches down and takes a bite out of it as well. Gross.
Oh, Tim, that's not. Oh, God, I don't. Oh,
Gross. Yeah, gross. But he's making a go of it, definitely. And as he strikes at this already weakened tentacle, the bite finishes it off and rips off a piece of the writhing tentacle and it falls to pieces. And we return to Wayne. And there's a couple of things that I'm going to start with this, second round.
mhm.
And we're going to start with a negative energy aura.
Great.
For 12. That's necrotic. So
Okay.
your resistance applies, so you lose some. Right.
We're fine here. We're good.
And
I expected better.
there is the voices that are now speaking out through all of those that carry the trickster gods, the spirits. And with all of this going on, there is a cheer, an excitement as they speak. Yes, this will free us. And Jin, ever fickle, encourages the host to explore the misty balcony to the south. And as you have this telepathic link, right, we kind of all hear all of the voices, right? And so I forget who Ijin has. I think that's Chippy, if I remember. And Kuzban, which I believe is with Zaka, expects nothing less than giving it your all in a sacrifice to die in a blaze of glory. And the kind Moa wants to free the souls trapped inside the soulmonger. And the greedy Nengang urges you to search the balconies for treasure. Papa Zottle notes that you should use radiant damage to fight this creature. That's clearly
Great news.
and killing it might summon the master. virtuous Shigambi recognizes that the Atropol is unholy and it must be destroyed at once. Of course. Now, Unk, which I forget who that one was with. Was that with Alex, maybe? Unk.
No, Alex is Ijin and Chippy is Moa.
Got it. Maybe it was I forget. You take notes, not me. And Unk urges to communicate with the thing. And Wongo wants to attack the tentacles sprouting. And also, with the passing of this turn, we have these tentacles lashing out. And we're going to have one lash out against the Tao. The Earth Elemental. Tim. And one for Lucana. And as these tentacles lash, we now find Wayne's turn.
First, the lunatic will just leisurely hop over so he gets an angle and will cast silence centered right here. 20-foot sphere, 20-foot radius. So it should get the creature, not Wayne, and then a bunch of the rest of the
If
thing.
you want to draw a little thingy, that'd be great.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Anything else from the crew? Or from the lunatic, sorry.
No. That will do that. I'll draw that in a second probably after my turn. But
Okay.
for now, the thing is silenced.
At the end of the lunatic's turn, it hits you with a life drain.
Okay. No good.
Okay. So it looks like we're facing some of the necrotic damage. Which at least you expected that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Base of 37.
Boy. So half of that. All right, start to tickle. Like I'm feeling it. I appreciate that you showed up with your A game. How bad does the soulmonger look? Is it? Have I cracked it? Did it laugh it off?
The damage that you were the soulmonger.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were attacking the beast.
Oh no, the first attacks were all to the soulmonger. That's the single point he's been fixated on for months now. Sorry.
Got that. Okay. Let me scroll back there a little bit. So I see him there. Let's grab that again.
Yeah, I've done something like 160 damage to it. I hope that's left a mark.
Yeah, that's definitely, the damage dealing. And while the, shots have lanced against, the item, it does show worse for wear.
Excellent. My first shot will be against the soulmonger. Another crit. Oh, ha. I will not dump spells into it this time.
Okay.
So that's 20 plus 16 is going to be 36 more damage to the soulmonger.
This first attack here.
Yes.
Right? You made your crit, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
Yeah, and I did it correctly this time.
What's the damage on that one?
36, right? Double the dice roll and then plus 16 for my bonus.
Copy that.
Unless it's undead, but it looks like an object to me, so.
Okay.
It's still going?
Still going.
Okay. All right. Second shot. I really expected better, Junior. And I came prepared for the worst. And I will pull out an actual arrow. He's not doing the magical arrow just exists. He pulls out an actual fucking arrow that has atropal written on the side. Tink. This is what happens when you let us choose our own loot. I pull an arrow of atropal slaying. I am going to use the sanctification on my weapon to make this an auto crit. Assuming that I hit with a 23. Is that a hit?
A 23 is a hit.
Okay, then I will burn my sanctification on the weapon to make it auto crit. And that doubles all the dice. Obviously, this is the one where I'm pulling the smites. So 8d6 plus 4d6, or wait, 3d6 plus 6d10, if I remember arrow slaying correctly. Oh. So that's 142 plus 16, 157 radiant damage. Boom!
Right.
Point blank.
See that 71 there, right? Is that your dice roll?
That's the dice roll. So 142, and then plus 16 is my bonus with precise shot and my usual. Plus 18. It's undead. So 159. 159 damage. $160. There we go. Got it. Finally, there we are. 160 radiant. So if Papazottle's right and it's vulnerable to radiant.
Mhm.
That's a lot of biscuits.
A lot of biscuits. And the cylinder clearly showing worse for wear with the last strike. There's showing visible cracks, and the wails inside grow louder, clearly escaping from their containment.
And that last shot, of course, was at the atropal, though, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, the first attack was against the soulmonger, and the second attack was the atropal, right?
Yeah.
Was the atropal? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the big hit was the atropal. Right? That was the arrow of atropal slaying.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. In the name. Which also, yells out in pain as the arrow lodges into its wet, spongy flesh.
Yep. So if it has a vulnerability, that's 320 total damage. I feel good about that. I'm gonna throw a billiard ball, a +1 billiard ball at the soulmonger as my bonus action.
Nice.
That's gonna hit if a 28 is still a hit, and I haven't rolled my blessing. So
It is a hit, yeah.
19, 20, just fuck you damage at the end. Bink.
To the soulmonger. Yep.
Yep. And I just look Junior right in the eyes. You didn't bring it. I brought it. I know you can't hear this because my buddy silenced you. So I'm just going to sit here and look like I'm talking a lot of shit. I'm going to say it in Celestial, and I'm going to say it with my hands. And that is my turn.
And at the end of your turn, that's going to be for Wayne. A life drain.
Yep.
37.
It's going to suck in a couple of... I'm going to give you 3 or 4 more turns to knock that off.
And next we come to Azaka. And Azaka continues the series of bow shots into the tentacles. And we find ourselves with Roken.
Sweet. I'm gonna pop over here. Can I see it from here? Probably have to go down a little.
Yeah, the stairs are up a little bit, but you got an angle there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I will look at it, and I will. Would you call this a humanoid?
no.
Okay. Then I'm going to see if I can make it laugh. Wisdom save.
Right.
Well. let's see. The fox
Does not find
will
humor.
do Sacred Flame, deck save.
Out of 10.
You got a 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! I hit with 3d8 radiant. 13 radiant damage.
Nice.
As a flame-like radiance descends on it. And then I back up.
Okay. Creep down a little bit and then retreat.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Wayne has a life drain. Base of 30. Necrotic.
Yeah, Wayne's never been a high dice roller. Those two crits pretty much tapped him out, I think, for the luck for the game. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take half that again.
Yeah. And we find Kejma swinging the maul into this tentacle and really just smashing it out there. And we would also have the Earth Elemental attacking the tentacles as well. And we have Kanu, who repositions herself and joins in with the great sword, making some solid hits and destroying the second tentacle. We see the is that within 30 feet occupied C. Right.
Can it see? It's dark up here.
Indeed. It is dark up there. Has senses that manage to deal with that, yes. The Wraith strikes at Wayne.
I suppose that's not a spell.
This is a not a spell, no.
Okay. Just checking.
It's reaching at you with its ghostly clawed fingers.
That'll succeed with a 15.
Okay, so so it does deal the damage, but you do not have the effect. the secondary effect.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And necrotic, so
Right. Next we have Tim. And Tim is going to move over to this far side and try engaging with this other tentacle lashing out. And next, we have the end of the round. And with that, there is, the 2 remaining tentacles lash out. And gonna lash out at Kanu, Zaka. And looks like it is just Azaka facing the wrath of the tentacles. And at the end of Tim's turn, we have a life drain on Wayne.
indeed. Now, he's expending charges every time he does that, right?
Indeed, we got
Okay.
we got some things going on back here with
Indeed. I will
legendary actions and such.
I will get a reroll on that one with favor the heavens again, and I will make it that time. Yay.
All right. And that damage is base 42.
So 21. Okay. Cool.
All right. And with this, we have a number of, injured compatriots, and we have the Soulmonger seriously damaged, and we have this Atropal, in its throes. And I think this is a good place to call for tonight as we start our 3rd round, I believe. So, yeah. 4th round. Anyway.
Woo.
The
I
fight
have
will
one
continue.
hit point. Perfect.
And I hope you come back and join us next week because it's been a blast, and hope to see the exciting, conclusion, maybe. Join us next time. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to see some more of it. You can hit up our Patreon to help us do it better next time. And until then, have a good game.